So Elon Musk sent me a message the other day, or X sent me a message the other day saying that my Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, but X profile is now available to get ad revenue on the platform, which is just absolutely mind-boggling. And I thought this is the perfect opportunity for me to share with you guys how you can leverage X or Twitter to make money in your sleep. The same as you get ad revenue from YouTube, you can also get it through Twitter without showing your face. So, I always feel like I'm in a very privileged position, gentlemen, to be able to do what I do every single day. And I wanted to share with you the process and how I do it and give you the system and processes that I follow to fundamentally be able to achieve the same. And on the 2nd of September, I'm going to be doing a live, completely free webinar on how I go from point A in terms of not knowing anything about Twitter or X to point B, monetizing it and actually getting some amazing results. Some of the results I'm going to share with you today. So if you want to register for that free webinar, again, completely free. I don't want anything from you. You can register in the link below. I'll also leave a comment under this video. But let's go through the macro and micro processes that I've used to be able to monetize my business on X, formerly known as Twitter. So here's the thing we have to think about is fundamentally, where are we getting this money? Who is going to be paying us? It is either going to be a business that's going to pay us, or it's going to be other people that are going to pay us. So we need people to sell to. How do we get to sell to people? We have to grow a following predicated on bringing value and trust. Okay, so we've got this below, providing value, which is always a very trite term whenever I hear it. What do you mean, Joseph, provide value? Simply what I mean is you have to solve a problem. You have to solve a problem, okay? Now, this might mean that you have some particular aversions to the problems that you've solved in your life, but that is the perfect place to look. What problems have you solved in your life that you can monetize? There are various. If you've gotten in good shape, you've solved a problem. If you've gained muscle, if you've lost fat, you've solved a problem. You become more attractive in the eyes of other people, which is typically one of the big reasons people seek to get fit, but also health is wealth. If you've ever got a girlfriend in your life or you've got female attention, that is certainly a problem that men who aren't getting girlfriends or female attention are looking for. If you're addicted to something like pornography, like weed, like cigarettes, there is another issue that you can potentially solve. And you can see some of this is coloring the niches that I kind of tackle on this channel here. If you're selling to a business, maybe you are selling website design or copywriting. You won't believe the amount of emails I get every single day for people who want to do copywriting for my email list, or they want to copyright some of the products that I sell or the courses that I sell. And, whilst I don't indulge everybody, I've indulged some people in the past and we've worked together and people have monetized their skills, essentially. I even put entertainment in this category as well. I remember when I was starting YouTube, I remembered that I think the final straw for me was stumbling upon a channel where a guy used to go into the woods, take magic mushrooms or some kind of psychedelic, and would do a kind of review, like a tech review on psychedelics. And he was getting buckets loads in terms of ad revenue as per Social Blade. So, these are skills that you can certainly leverage. And maybe some of you are thinking, well, Joseph, I don't have any of these. Well, if you don't have any skills, here's where you need to be looking. You need more life experience. You need to take more risks fundamentally. You might need to learn a high income skill like copywriting, or follow your natural curiosity. This is what I did. I went into the areas of sexual energy transmutation and meditation and a lot of Eastern practices, fasting as well. And people valued it a lot and started buying books on fasting and sexual energy. So who are you fundamentally monetizing? Other people or businesses? Now let's go and see how we can leverage this audience or our businesses in order to make some income. Now I do have some social proof here, guys. I really cringe at myself when sharing this, but you wouldn't believe me if I was talking out my arse. So the proof is in the pudding here. Ad revenue. So I mentioned as I first started, I got this email last week or a couple of weeks ago. You are now eligible to receive a portion of our ads revenue generated in the replies on your posts on X or Twitter. So basically, whenever I have high performing tweets and there are lots of comments in the tweets, occasionally there'll be ads in those comments or replies, and I will get a percentage of the ad revenue in those replies. So you can literally now start a Twitter business, an X business, and start getting that ad revenue. Crazy time to be alive. It's sometimes temperamental. I'm not sure if I quite agree with the brand change. X, Twitter, never really a good move in my humble opinion. But hey, I'm not going to say no to this. YouTube as well. So this is last month's ad revenue for YouTube. Now I know this is particularly about monetizing X or Twitter. But here's the thing. The reason why my YouTube is doing so well is because I've got a big audience on Twitter or X. I'm bringing that audience over who enjoy short form content and they're now enjoying my long form content as well. And I'm certainly not going to turn my nose up to additional revenue if people are getting value from the videos that I create also. Digital products. There are various different digital products you can make, from ebooks, video courses, audiobooks, even communities where you pay a subscription model to get access to the community. There might be special lectures, there might be podcasts, there might be books and other products in the community which keep people paying that monthly recurring revenue. Ebooks. I shared this before, but I just think it's remarkable in terms of mitigating imposter syndrome about what people have in terms of what they can and can't achieve. This is the first book I ever wrote. It's a 13-page testosterone optimization ebook, and I gave it out for free. So look, this is the price here. You can download this now for free. Won't cost you anything. But here's how much I've made from it. Just under $2,000. Why? Because Gumroad has a special feature where people can, they can pay what they want for the creator, determined on what they feel the value is. So, amazing that people have, that they again can download this for free, but they thought, you know what, Joseph has done this book. He's taken his time and effort to research it because it was a problem I had and I solved it. I'm going to give him $5, $10, $15, whatever the case may be. Is again, this is free, but people paid me for it anyway. Amazing, and thank you if you did. Video courses. Now, this is a paid product that I have, my Sexual Energy Mastery course, and you can see it's just done under $40,000 since when I made it. And this is the real power of having something whereby I don't need to go to a book supplier to get more paper. I don't need to go to a publisher. It's online. I've made it once, and I can continue to sell it an infinite amount of times. So it's just a remarkable way of being able to monetize your brand, especially if, again, you're giving value and solving people's problems. Affiliate marketing. So I work with a company called Let's Get Checked, which supplies a particular product on hormone testing for men who want to check where their testosterone levels are and want to optimize them. I think the point and the power of affiliate marketing is, some of you might be thinking, Joseph, I can't write books. I'm not good at writing books. I don't know how to make products. That's fine. That's completely fine. Why don't you partner up with somebody who can make a product that you value, like this product here, Let's Get Checked. And you can say, look, I have an audience. You have a product. What say we work together, collaborate? I'll give you access to my audience, and Let's Get Checked offer me 50% on every hormone testing kit I sell to the audience. I mean, it's amazing what you can do, and the opportunities that come your way when you do have that audience. So Tiege Hanley, a male skincare company, reached out to me. Joseph, again, you got a big audience. I know you can't create skincare products, but we can. What say we do a deal here? Where's the commission here? I didn't say specifically, but discussing a budget for the campaign. Other creators they've worked with: Aaron Moreno. Not sure who that is. Austin Dunham, I'm familiar with. But again, it's all predicated on building an audience, building that presence. That's the most important thing, because once you have an audience that trusts you, and of course, guys, I'm not saying be a sellout, believe in the product. I didn't work with Teach Hanley because I've never used their stuff. I have my own skincare brand that's a little bit more, natural. So again, I'm not going to plug that to you guys because I don't use it, and I don't believe in the company. Well, I shouldn't say I don't believe it. I've just never used it, so I would never sell anything I've never personally used. But you take your pick. I mean, NordVPN has contacted me before. Who else has contacted me? Brands for men's baldness, if they're going bald, some kind of product for that. I think it was like Hims or something. And of course, you choose the one that you feel would resonate with you and hopefully your audience as well. Coaching one-on-one is, my biggest earner. Last month we did fairly well. And sometimes I do coaching cohorts as well, whereby it's, you got one-to-one coaching, you've got 1 to 20 if you're all aligned on one particular outcome. Marketing, people contacted me before because, again, I have a big audience and they want to be able to get more leads through my audience. Working with this particular individual that's saying that they're getting 80 to 100 email signups when they're working with me. So essentially, guys, I just wanted to take you through various, it's crazy the opportunities you never thought of, what would happen when you start just purely building an audience. And the best way, hands down, in my opinion, to build an audience is Twitter, is X. There is no competition. It is the fastest growing social media platform that I have personally used. I don't believe in TikTok because it's just full of 12-year-olds. YouTube is a long, hard slug, but I love doing YouTube videos. Instagram, maybe there's an argument there, but if you don't want to show your face, if you want to be anonymous, if you want to write, Twitter and X is your best bet. And to give you, I suppose, more fuel to the fire is this idea of having a virtual store, which I've kind of coined digital real estate, meaning the way you should think about having an X or a Twitter account is like a virtual store that you don't need to pay any money for. And even saying that, there are subscription models coming out for premium Instagram, premium Twitter, premium YouTube, because these companies are recognizing there is so much power to be had in owning your own accounts on these platforms because you can monetize them. It's like a virtual store online, in the cloud, in the ether, that is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You don't need to go to your, local high street and open up shop. It's always open when you're doing things. People are on my Twitter right now, looking at my tweets, looking at my courses, buying my courses. It's crazy. When I'm asleep, I'm waking up and I'm seeing all these notifications for people that have invested in my courses. It's minimal upkeep as well. So every Sunday I sit down and I plan and automate all of my content with all of my plugs to my products, my services, and my coaching. So I'm not constantly on the computer. I'm down in the south coast of England on the beach reading a book, trying to come up with different ideas for YouTube and giving you guys more value. So guys, there is such an exciting time to be a creator on X. I'm gonna call it X now, even though again I got that reflex to call it Twitter. And I would be delighted and happy to answer questions if you guys have them on how to get started. But I will say again, I'm hosting a free webinar on the 2nd of September at 5 p.m. British Summer Time. The link is below. Again, completely free to come, and I will take you through this in a little bit fine tooth and comb. But with that being said, these are not theories today. These are cold, hard facts, and you see the social proof for yourself. And hopefully I'll see you on the 2nd of September. Speak soon.